And good morning, Coldwell Banker George Realty agents. This is CBGR Friday training. The class is being recorded for the benefit of Coldwell Banker George Realty agents. Anybody's welcome. I am not offering no legal, no advice of that nature or accounting. It's just for the benefit of making Coldwell Banker George Realty agents better agents. Go ahead and make more transactions and make more money. Today, the class talks about tools, but I always like to review. I don't know if anybody here, we forget things, how to run this. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to make a couple of steps just so you know where we are going. And I believe that we are going to, I'll be adding people. Of course, this one is Coldwell Banker George Realty website. It is an old one, but all what I wanted to do is show you where you can find some of the resources for you. So always go to www.cbgeorgerealty.com. When you land on the page, but as a matter of fact, anybody, even if you were to give this to your customers and you put an address over here, and you say, I want to check properties in the city of Alhambra, right? And the people click on Alhambra and you put search, it's going to go to the MLS automatically and put everything that is in Alhambra for sale from the MLS, right? And it will have properties that are listed by Coldwell Banker George Realty agents in the city of Alhambra. And then once we, use all of the Alhambra, there will be people with other companies. So these ones are properties for lease, 2970. Every single one of the units, even if he has the same couch. But then you go to page number 2, and then you find more listings. At the bottom, it'll say showcase property, courtesy of Coldwell Banker George Realty. But eventually, you'll get to the ones that will say, this is Frank V. Then you get to, there you go. This property, it says courtesy of Grace Chang, Coldwell Banker Realty, okay? And then you get this other one. It says courtesy of Wani Kim, Wong Sung Kim Real Estate, right? The one on Paseo. So it is the entire MLS that will be here. So you can look at here. It is not as robust, but you can check all the property. This one is Coldwell Banker Realty, Agnes Realty, Pacification Realty, and it has properties for lease, properties for sale. It tells you the name of the agent that handle it at Berkshire Hathaway. So anybody can come in and search and you will have all the actives. It's just a direct feed. Same way that if you were to go to Zillow or if you were to go to a Redfin, they grab the information from the MLS. Of course, their searching capabilities is much better, I would say, and they have more data and connected to the taxes and all that other stuff. But this is a way to search. So let me go back to home. When you're here, the right navigation button, you can go down. It has homes, it has properties, information about buyers. I mean, maybe not the best information. I think they can go to Google and get better information. Sellers, the same thing. About Coldwell Banker George Realty. If you want to know a little bit about Coldwell Banker George Realty, and I think you should do it, is because it has a little story of Coldwell Banker George Realty, right? We're focused on providing you the best result, blah, blah, blah. And it gives you a little blur about Coldwell Banker George Realty. Oh, I thought it had more on it. Red Lee is updating with the new logo, the Coldwell Banker North Star logo, the Coldwell Banker commercial logo, the Coldwell Banker luxury. In order for you to use the luxury and the Coldwell Banker commercial, you have to be designated as a commercial agent. And there are some minimum requirements that you have to fulfill. And then if you want to go to luxury, you have to go to Coldwell Banker Luxury and take the training and get the certification. So you can go to the navigation. And what I wanted to show you is go to agent roster. If you do not have a photo, please submit a photo to Red Lee. I wouldn't want to do business with William Bañuelos. Look at it. Or Nancy, or Franklin Averroes, because if they do not even know how to market themselves, remember, when you're introduced to a client and they say, hey, my buddy works at Coldwell Banker George Realty, you should list with them. and they'll come into here and they look at you and they're gonna say, well, if they don't even know how to market themselves, how would they market my property? Okay, so you can check on Alex, for example, and he'll give you Alex information, right? Phone number, email, my listings, right? So or you can check on Alma Aguilar. Alma has a picture, right? And he will have Alma's listing, and he'll have a direct link to those listings, whether she has 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, doesn't matter. That's how it goes. Let me go back to home. I'm gonna go to agent login. Agent login is kind of like the back door, and it is for us to get some information, get some tools, no matter where you are in the world. You can be in Australia, you can be in Patagonia, and you'll be able to reach this information. So you go to agent login. Oh, by the way, here, if you wanted to get a real estate license, or you can go here, continuing education, it will take you to a company that does real estate continuing education. If you go to Addie Schools, if you want to get your license or tell people to go get a new license, it will take you to Addie Schools. Some of the people at Coldwell Bank and George Realty went to Addie Schools, and our friend, the owner of the company, Kartik, is very helpful to anybody from Coldwell Bank and George Realty. Okay. Then let me just go back. If you wanted to go, oops, it walked me out of the system anyway. Agent login, training and coaching. You will find the calendar for training. You know, the April calendar will be put in tonight. We already got it. So you'll be able to do that. If you wanted to go to Mike Ferry training, you're welcome to click over here. And Mike Ferry is the trainer of the superstars. You can watch him, you know, the video, 14 minutes. I understand some people may or may not like him. You can like his son, but those are the trainers that we support. The same thing goes here to go to, let me just go back. Oh. Advertising home, you will have copies of our newspaper advertising, the Chinese World Journal. So if you wanted to see what was advertised last week, 319, you certainly can grab this one and you can download it. It's a PDF. You can tell the customers, if you list with me, your property is going to be listed in the newspaper. This is widely distributed, and if you speak Mandarin, Cantonese, you're able to read it. The same thing goes back to if you wanted to get the Los Angeles Times March 13 edition of the Los Angeles Times. This is the edition. All the properties were listed there, and you can print or you can download and email to your customer and say, hey, thank you for listing with Coldwell Bank and George Realty. There is your advertising, okay? So now if we go to agent login, it will say enter the protected area. It's so protected that nobody can find out the password. The password is George. When you click on George, put okay, it's gonna say you got it right. Okay again, and you're gonna land on a page that has a lot of links, okay? All of these ones, the ones that are live links, you're welcome to visit, right? If you wanted to get a business card order form, you can click over here and you find a business card order form, right? And you can just print it and send it to my VIP proof by email, and that's how you get the form for business card. If you wanted to get resources, right? So you get this, this has names of companies, cleaning, landscaping, construction, escrow companies, a home inspection company, insurance, home warranties, all kinds of companies, lenders, NHDs, services, lawyers, law offices. This has floor plans. If you're ever looking for something, like for example, this one has a house of magnets, marketing stuff. If you wanted to get expired listing research services, you can go to the red, the red X and subscribe to these things. It's up to you. They're being put there just for convenience. I don't endorse anybody I don't guarantee their services anyway, okay? I can only guarantee myself. But if you wanted to do this one, will take you back to the newspaper advertising. This one will take you to the schools, training calendar, how to renew your license. If you need to renew your license step by step, right? Go to e-licensing, include everything, answer the questions, email me, and you with it, you'll have your license updated, okay? So no problem being there. Here we'll have a, for those of you that want to explain a transaction to foreigners that speak Chinese, you're the buyer, you're the seller, you go to escrow, sign escrow instructions. At the end of the transaction, the buyer gets the title of the home and the keys of the house, and the seller gets the cash of the property. So you can explain that. You're welcome to print that and show it to your customers. All righty. There is more information. Advertising, click it, send it to Jenny. No big deal. Oops, I went back to the newspaper advertising. As you know, I'm not the smartest tool in the toolbox. But anyway, commission sharing agreement. If Marcos and I are sharing, it's a document. You download it to your computer. It's saved to your computer. You open it up, and it will be a Coldwell Banker sharing transaction. I can put here Marcos. I can put here Caesar. With this phone number, we're gonna represent the seller. We're gonna represent Bob Smith. Bob Smith phone number, Bob Smith email, and Marcos is gonna take 70% because he's smarter than me. He signs. Caesar will take a 30% of the transaction, right? And I sign it and I hand it over to the manager. And I say, hey, Marcos and I are working on this client and we're gonna share the commission. You use this one, no problem. Everything in real estate must be in writing. If there is a discrepancy, you're gonna have problems with it. Oops.
80% either, not 30.
Oh, okay. I'm
80.
glad.
Okay.
I'm glad that a smart guy is on the call. But anyway, this one will be for earthquake receipt. If you need an earthquake receipt, if one of the TC says, hey, I don't have your earthquake, you can print it from here. We just want to make sure that you have available. If you're doing a 1031 exchange, you're welcome to use the 1031 exchange form and give the disclosure to your buyers. Coldwell Banker George Realty addendum is right there. MLS change forms if you want to drop the price. Of course, this one is for West San Gabriel. I should put the one for Arcadia and the one for Tri-Counties. It works the same. Let me go back and erase that one. Now here, where it says listing and selling requirements, people say, can I have a checklist? The problem with checklists is that we prepare a checklist in January, right? And then in April, they change the forms and you don't get the email or you delete the email I send you that there is new forms. You're still gonna be using the checklist from January and the checklist was updated. And then you get all upset because I'm asking you for one paper and you say, well, it wasn't on the checklist. Yeah, but you're using an old checklist. So I said, forget about it. You gotta go, if I click on the listing and selling requirements, what it does, it brings you to the zip form broker version. And you use the zip form broker version and the templates of your transaction is where you will see the checklist of the paperwork that is required, right? So you put the first name and the last name and you put your password and you will land at the zip form version. Now, when you go and join the Association of Realtors, they give you access to CAR. And when you go to car.org, they have access to the forms, okay? And you can go through forms via Glide and you can go through the forms via Lone Wolf. I'm asking you, if you want it to be the easy way, click over here and you'll be directed to the broker version of zip form. Same thing here. I need an MLS input forms and I criticize the agency in Arcadia because they haven't printed, right? But if I was even remember last Friday when we were teaching the class and somebody pointed out, you're using the old one. I even had the old one in the template. Here you can come in for, you know, listing input forms. When you land on the input forms for Matrix, then you're gonna be able to get residential. And if you notice the residential input form, if you look at the bottom, it will tell you when was the form revised. You see this? Updated February 26, 2021. So if you are not using the February 26, 2021, then you're using an outdated form, and then you're gonna get into trouble. Please don't do that. Use the ones that we provide here, okay? So that is what it will take you at the Coldwell Banker. On the agent login, you go to agent login, you put George in the protected area, put okay again. Yes, a little old, but when you land over here, there's a lot of resources that we have placed over here for your benefit, okay? I believe there used to be Coldwell Banker logos, and I don't remember if they're here, but we're gonna input them in here, right? Let me close here, close the MLS, close here, and take you to the next address that I want you to go. I get blue on my face telling everybody, please, 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 you're a Coldwell Banker agent. You join Coldwell Banker George Realty to get some of the benefits, right? We get, 60-40, 70-30, our commission split, and you say, well, the broker is taking too much money. Yes, we do, but with the part that we take, it comes some of the benefits, right? One of them is that you have access to a manager that has experience, that is a non-competing manager, that you can say, hey, I'm going to a listing at 123 Main Street, and the manager is not going to run and try to call the seller and say, hey, I'm the manager, I'm going to take the listing and I'll sell it better than Marco, right? We don't do that. Managers are, oh, you're going to go to that property, make sure that you use this comparable, make sure that you do this. That's what we're here for, to help you win that listing, get that listing. So I want you to go to www.mycbdesk.com. Okay, when you go to mycbdesk.com, this is the gateway to everything Coldwell Banker, right? Usually your username is going to be your first name dot your last name at coldwellbanker.com. Regardless whether you have an email that has that address or not, that will be your username. Now here, I want you to, if you don't want to look at the screen, you do not know how to get here, the phone number on the bottom right, the phone number, it says help desk. If you need help, call these people. We are paying 6%. So we make $100 and they get $6 of our money, so they can have this information available for you. And they can have this, the university and all of the stuff. They market the Coldwell Banker name. So when people are thinking about hamburgers, the first thing that comes into their mind is McDonald's, Golden Arches. They brainwash the consumers with Coldwell Banker. During the March Madness, for those of you that are chasing basketball, college basketball, there's a lot of Coldwell Banker advertising. When they do the World Series, the baseball, there is a lot of Coldwell Banker advertising, right? And so people, when they're thinking about buying or when they're thinking about selling, they think about big old blue, and chances are that if they live in Alhambra, they're going to put 91801, and chances are that if they hit the 91801, they're going to get Virginia to be the agent that wants to put the listing. I mean, at least that's the hope. So the phone number here is 1-877-426-5393. And that is the Coldwell Banker help desk from corporate. Corporate is in New Jersey, in Parsippany, New Jersey, right? Or Madison, New Jersey, somewhere there. So my passport is, I have so many and sometimes I forget, but this is my entry to Coldwell Banker, okay? When I go here, I land on a whole bunch of tiles, right? They look just like a transactions. Everybody likes tiles. Or if you don't like these boxes that are tiled, you could always put here, list view, and they list them to you like this, dash, proper, square, CBU learning. You can have them in a line, and then you can either open them, or you can have them in the tiles like this. So I'm gonna click there. And um, the one thing that I want to stress today is Prospect Square. This is an automated email marketing for your sphere. And yes, you can start putting here anybody that you meet and put it in there. All you need is a name, phone number, and an email. And then you start applying uh, um, what you're gonna email them, what are you gonna send them, and you click here, and it will take you to the program. It goes to another system, of course, called Prospect Square. Everybody gets this. Yes, you don't get it for free. It's part of the 6%, right? And of course, you can do email campaigns. I have nothing because I'm not competing. I don't go out there and start looking for customers. Here you have contacts and you need to add your contacts, right? Of course, the only contacts that I have is my wife and my broker, okay? But here you go and you say, I want to put a new contact. And then when you go here, you can put a title and you say, this is Mr. And then you can put Marco, right? And then you put his last name and middle name, and then you put information, and you put a birthday, and you put an anniversary when you sold them a house, or if they don't have it, just leave it blank. And then an email. See, the email is required, right? Nothing else is required. But if you want to continue filling this and using this, so the first name, the last name, and the email are required for the thing, and then you say save it, right? And then you go, you know, to put all the Nunez and all that other stuff. So that will be one of your contacts. Then here you are going to be doing things for that person, right? So what are the actions that I'm going to do? I'm going to create an area report where they live. I'm going to create, manage the groups, or I delete it. I don't like this person anymore. I delete it, right? So I'm going to create an area report, and it goes and of course, I gotta get the person, right? I'm gonna get the person. I'm gonna create an area report, and I'm gonna send her a report name. I'm gonna say home values or whatever. And then you're gonna put the area that you wanna make the report. 29 Palms, Alhambra. I wanna do an area on Alhambra, right? And those are the things that are required, right? And then I'm gonna preview that report, and I'm gonna send beautiful in minutes. It's created a single family report. It's gonna have your information. It's gonna be, you can convert it to PDF and print it, and then it's gonna tell you the prices of homes. So this is something for those of you that are saying, well, how do I get listings? How do I get buyers? Well, anybody that owns a property, you can do this, and then you can have this email to them once a month, once a week, once a quarter, once every time, and you start dripping and dripping and dripping and dripping. It doesn't matter. They'll have more knowledge about their home in the area. When they say, Caesar, we're ready to sell, you say, you've been getting all my reports, how much you want for your house. Here's a CMA, let's list it, and then it's money in the bank. Everybody that owns a home that you know should be here. Can you do somewhere outside of the area? Yes, you can. Look at this one. I'm going to send a quarterly report, and I'm going to send it in the report name. I'm going to say farming. And then I'm going to put a market area. I'm going to look for the market area. Orange County, Riverside County, LA County. So they live in Riverside County. So I'm going to say send one on Riverside County, right? And then you send, when do you send this? Quarterly from Cesar Aviles. And you say preview what you're going to be sending them. And you say, boom, immediately it prints out a real estate report about Riverside. It says, well, welcome to the latest quarterly report, bam, 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 bam. And they can share it technically, right? They can share it to social media. So even if you just want to create a report, right? And you figure that you can put Dear Caesar, put yourself as the contact. And then you can say, I want to share this to social media. And then it tells you, where do you want to share it, right? Facebook, whatever you go on social media. And then you can put this once a month about the city, a market in the area. So these are tools that you need to use It doesn't cost you a penny. Uh-oh. If you make a sale and you make $10,000, it costs $600, right? I understand that. It's the 6% that Coldwell Banker gets. But in exchange, we get access all of these tools. And I want you to use them. If you don't use them, you're wasting your real estate time by not using the tools that you have available to you. So this one will be one. And of course, it takes a little bit of practice. What do I do here? Do I keep adding more people, adding contacts to it? And then you can update reports, right? And I don't have anything because I'm not I don't have customers to be putting here, right? Property emails, you can create emails for people and then you want to send them to that area. Give me a radius by address, right? And you search. It says search the claw, which is the MLS, or search CRMLS. And I wanted to go an address here. So from by address. So I'm going to say 1611 South Garfield, right? I want quarter of a mile from here, right? And then I'm going to send all the properties that are for sale or active, days on the market, all the properties that are available, right? Active listings, I'm going to send to all my buyers, for example. And I want to put from 500 to 1 million bucks. Is that 1 million? I think so. Property type. So I'm going to put just residential, right? Commercial lease, business opportunity, farmland. Where do I need to go? Move down. Residential, right? And then I'm going to fill in more information and I don't put bedrooms and bath. And then I'm going to go search. So that properties are going to be, and then I'm going to create an email with those properties. Of course, I need to select a client and then I'm going to be sending that information and keep sending information to my buyers, right? Create him as a contact. You put a property and then you're going to start sending all those properties. I don't know what to tell you, but you have to be prospecting every single day of your life. I mean, it's like somebody that works collecting gold in a mine. They wake up very early, they go to the mine, they get on the little train, they go down like Disneyland, right, on the little train all the way to the bottom, and then they start hitting it until they find the diamond, right? So if they don't go that day, they will not find no diamond. Sometimes you go in there and it's only dirt, and you go the next day and you find more dirt, and you go the next day and you find more dirt. And then all of a sudden you go there and you hit it and boom, a pound of gold in one big box with a ribbon. No, I'm just kidding, but that's what happened. It takes 242 200 is it 200 142, I'm sorry, contacts to one paycheck. Okay, so all you need to do is talk to 242 people and you will get a paycheck. Now, does it work that way? No, it's the law of averages. Sometimes you might need to talk to 1,000 people, and then the client number 1,000 will give you 4 listings. So 4 listings in 1,000 people. There it is, your averages. Every 250 contacts, you get 1, right? Sometimes it comes at the end. Sometimes you might be very lucky. You call client number 10 phone call, and boom, they want to sell. Or boom, they want to buy, paycheck, okay? So, but it is a numbers game, okay? I'm gonna get out of the prospect square. I'm gonna end up in my desk where I landed here. And I wanted to show you that there is so much stuff at Coldwell Banker Learning Center. This is the Coldwell Banker University. Instead of watching, The Voice, or instead of watching the Dancing with the Stars, or whatever happens to be in television. I don't even know what programs are in television, or your Netflix, right? Come back to your computer and you go here. Coldwell Banker University. There is a learning library. There is a lot of stuff in here that you can use. Virtual, self-paced, this one is farming factors. So you say, oh, I want to learn about farming. What the hell is Caesar talking when he says, this is what you're going to be doing farming? Farming is sending information to people. So hoping that when they decide to sell, they will call me. So you go learn more on farming. You can launch. If you feel like, oh, I want to have this one, this is something that, maybe Marco can use. So I can put Marco here and put his email and send it to him, right? Email to a friend. But I want to launch the training. I'm not sure if he's going to share with the volume or whatever. And I said, I'm going to launch my course at any time, in the morning, in the night, anytime you get a computer, I'm going to go and say, it tells you everything. Farming is a valuable marketing strategy for real estate agent. By specializing in a particular location, I like to farm very close to my office. I like to farm very close to my home. I like to farm between a neighborhood that is between my home and my office. That way I can drive, I can see what's going on in that area. I want to tender to my farm, right? So there'll be an introduction, there'll be my income goal, there's location, so you need to look for that. So I'm going to start my course. This is something that you have to become a lifelong learner. New things. How do I do my business better? So there are 8 lessons. Okay, so I am going to make my point that this April, I am going to be coming to CBU and learn all there is to be learned from the Coldwell Banker side of the business, right? So I'm going to go and say, okay, I'm going to start my training, right? Lesson number 1. I believe that you got to do the introduction, and is there a video, whatever, or I learned, then I go to my income goals and I do the other lesson and I read about it. And then I go to the other lesson and I take the class on the other lesson, and I continue until I get ready. Make sure you have access to the MLS, and it will teach you everything there is to know about farming. Okay. And then you exit the course and you say, boom, boom, I got it. I did this. I know farming now. You can go and do the other ones, right? And you say, I want to go and learn. And there is a pathway here that you can take and say, okay, where is my pathway? Where do I learn? I am a new to the business, or I am an experienced agent. I've been in this business, but I want to go back to the beginning and learn it well and get my foundation going. Well, start back here and then continue as an experienced agent, right? And then I said, I want to take my business to the next level. I'm only closing 4 transactions. I'm sick and tired of doing that. I want to do 8. I want to do 12. I want to make $250,000 and do 25. Then you do that, right? So if you want to build a listing-based business, here's your information. For those of you that say, oh, I like to build a team, you're welcome to do so, right? There is information here. It's not as easy as people may think, right? Oh, I want to be a luxury market and be in Beverly Hills and go shop at Chanel. There is the information on what you need to do to get into the luxury business, right? I want to learn more. How do I break into the luxury business, right? It says you attend classes, you listen to podcasts, and these are some of the virtual courses that you can take, right? I wanted to take these classes. Virtual business planning. I want to go and see how can I take a virtual business planning? I'm going to start I register. These ones are, and the next one is April 27 of 2021. Of course, this is Eastern time. All righty. There is going to be 124 people as available, and I'm going to sign up and register for the class. Remember, 10:30 a.m. New Jersey time, Eastern time, it becomes 7:30 a.m. Los Angeles time. So you wake up early, you listen to the training, by 9 a.m. that day, you are ready to go. If you don't want to wake up early, then you need to look for another class, okay? But they don't make that many, okay? So this is going to be the next one. And then you will have who's the instructor is going to be. How do you register for the class? I want to register myself, or I want to register one of my agents. Because I'm a manager, I have that extra button. I'm going to register myself, and when I register myself, it's going to give me a registration immediately. I'm not going to show up. See, successfully, you joined the class. Or manage, And then I'm gonna withdraw myself, right? Because I'm not gonna attend it on April 27th. Okay, this is, I dropped the class, I'm a quitter. No, I'm never a quitter. It doesn't matter. I will never quit. You will never see me quit. You will never see me quit. That's one of my mantras. Never see me quit. I never quit anything. Anything that I set myself to do, I will cry, but I will fulfill it. So this one is what you need to do. And I cannot stress enough, please get into these classes, learn the Coldwell Banker way, and you will be a very successful real estate agent, okay? So this one is classes that you can do. If you wanted just to say, hey, I want to do my goals, here's a goal projector. It teaches you how to set up goals. And you say, oh, I already set up goals. I wanted to make $100,000. I want to make $200,000. So this one gives you a video and you go from it and the next one and the next one and the next one, and you can watch.
The goal projector. This simple tool can help you achieve the income and lifestyle you're working for. When customized, the goal projector will identify the annual income.
Right, so you will be doing all of the ones that are self-paced learning. There's a whole bunch of classes, right? Fair housing, everybody's talking about discriminating in housing. Well, take the class. If you wanted to say, am I discriminating? Maybe sometimes we don't know that we're speaking and we might be offending somebody. Well, so if you wanted to get into that wagon of not offending anybody for nothing that you say, here's an opportunity for you to go. Delivering fair housing. By the way, you do have to have ethics classes. Take these classes, doesn't cost a penny. Goal projector, my best day ever, right? What I need to do in order for you to have a hell of a day. I know. You pick real estate because you want to control your own time. Unfortunately, we are the worst time management people in the face of the earth. We said, I wanted to be my own boss. Yes, and wake up at 10 o'clock in the morning and I don't gotta have to go to work because nobody's watching me. That's the problem, okay? Your best day is this business. You know, I heard from a great person a long time ago. We work half a day. We work from 7 to 7. We work from 11 to 11. It is, you are the owner of your business, and most business owners, most work half a day. 12-hour day is not uncommon. You know, 12 hours, 10 hours, 16 hours for some people that work very hard. People that are self-employed spend a lot of time in their own business because it's not only working. You need to learn. You need to do your accounting. You need to do preparation, right? If you own a supermarket, you need to get the produce and you need to put it on the shelves and you need to make sure that there's cash in the cash register. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that goes into running a business. Well, you need to run yourself and you have to be open for business. Make a decision. When am I open for business? Tuesdays, Wednesday, I take the day off. I work on Saturday and Sunday. If I want to take one day off, half afternoon off, I put it on my schedule. If you don't have a schedule of when are you going to goof off, then you are going to be goofing off every day. Make sure that you put it in the calendar. Today, I don't answer my cell phone. Woo! I don't even answer the phone anyway. So might as well throw it out in the trunk of the car and drive to Santa Barbara, watch the sunset, come back in the evening. I'm my own boss. I decide when I do it. But then make sure that you work at least 220, 240 days of the year. Otherwise, there will be no income for you. No, you are not gonna pay yourself, right? Because you're your own boss. Your boss is cheap. He gives you too much vacation and then you don't work and then you don't make the money. Okay, so here there is a agent script library. Oh, I want to learn what to say. Look at this. It will tell you how do I do it, right? For referrals, you can click over here and it will tell you, can I see you today at 6 or tomorrow at 4? Which is best for you? Use some of this, read it. Do you know anyone who is interested in selling or buying real estate? Repeat this question 20, 25 times until it becomes part of your vocabulary. Do you know anyone who is interested in selling or buying real estate? Do you know anyone that is interested in selling or buying real estate? Do you know anyone who is interested in selling or buying real estate? Because what happened is that we have a conversation with somebody and then bye-bye. And they say, damn, I should have asked them if they knew somebody that is thinking about buying or selling real estate so I can get a lead, so I can make a deal. So we forget those things. So make these questions part of your vocabulary, okay? Use it. And you say, hi, my name is Caesar. Sometimes I even forget. I go blank on my brain and I go, hi, my name is, I'm with, and you forget who you're with, right? Or, you know, and then so, hi, my name is Caesar. I'm a real estate broker with Coldwell Bank at George Realty. How are you, right? Marco asked me to speak with you about your upcoming real estate needs, right? And you give the name of the person that give you the referral, and you say, well, Marco told me that you're looking to sell your property or you're looking to do investments. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? How can I help you? How many bedrooms? How many baths? How many square feet? You know, you have asked those questions to the people. Where would you like to move? How soon would you like to move? How big of a house? How much money would you like to invest? How much money do you have in the bank? Are you gonna pay cash? All of that. It has to be memorizing, right? If you don't have a copy of the scripts, you can get them from here, or we can have the scripts from Mike Ferry, which are very thorough. They talk about listing, just for sale by owners, all of that information. If you want them, send me an email and I'll send them to you, okay? This is another way to do it, right? Email me whatever you need. If I have it, I'll share it with you. I share everything. The more I give it to you, the more I have, okay? It's just like love. The more love you give to people, the more people love you back, okay? You know, it's the law of the land. The nicer you are with people, the nicer the people will be with you. It's, you know, what goes around comes around. So the more I share, the better I feel every single day. I help somebody today to make money or whatever, right? So back to desk, right? I already told you, this is the learning center. This is Prospect Square. Here's where I'm going to be prospecting. Oh, by the way, in talking about prospecting, April is gonna be the alphabet prospecting month. For those of you that would like to prospect, get on the challenge. I wanna challenge every single one of you. I wanna ask you that on April the 1st, you call everybody with the letter A, last name A, and call until you finish. All your contacts that are on your telephone with the letter A, last name A, you call them, right? Then on April the 2nd, you call everybody with the letter B. If you didn't finish calling everybody with the letter A, that's okay. On the day 2nd of April, you call everybody B. The 3rd of April, nothing. 4th of April, nothing. That's a Saturday and Sunday. When you come back on April the 5th, you're going to do every last name C. Anybody that has a Chang, Chao, Chu, you call them. The next day, D. Then as you go, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, every single day I'm going to make phone calls, and I am going to make April my best month of prospecting. I'm going to get a lot of business, okay? So I'm just asking you, please do April as your best prospecting month. You are going to hear the word prospecting, lead follow-up, closing. That is your business. Just like if you happen to be in the restaurant business, you're going to hear cooking, buying, fruits, vegetables, meat, you know, cash, register, tips. That's the language of the restaurant, right? Menu. It's not on the menu. It's on the menu. What time we start boiling the potatoes? That's what goes into the restaurant. In real estate, How many leads have you contacted today? How many leads have you follow up? How many virtual open houses are you planning? How many presentations are you going in? How many calls? How many emails are you sending them? If you want to keep this business as a business, this is the way you have to behave. The next thing that I want you to look into here as a tool is called CBX Moxie Present. This is a presentation, a CMA tool. If you wanted to present, you are going to be using Moxie Present. This is a, this is a sample presentation. Okay, so if you were to do a presentation, it will say, hey, I'm creating a seller presentation. Scroll down to start. So Coldwell Banker George Realty, right? Doesn't have my picture. Oh, Caesar, you need to update, right? So I am gonna put my photo here. I'm gonna continue. There is a property summary. Of course, I don't have a property summary, right? There's no properties here because I haven't done my presentation, right? There is, all of this is gonna be my presentation, and the comparison status. So this is for you to do a listing presentation online on video, so you can share price and sizes, so you can share with the sellers and take a listing, approximate market value. So this is a sample presentation. Now, in order to do this, of course, you have to create the presentation, right? And you need to learn, how do I create this presentation? Well, you need to go here. You're not gonna learn how to do it. I even didn't have it, right? Today is March 26th. So I need to be able to put my information here, my photo. How do I put my photo? I don't know. I'm looking for, how do I look my photo? So I better go and do my settings. Oh, there is my settings. So on my settings, right? Presentation settings. So I am gonna go and say, oh yeah, am I gonna use Coldwell Banker George Realty, the light logo, or I use the dark logo? I want this one, right? What color am I gonna use? Company default. So I'm gonna use the company default, or I'm gonna change, right? So this is my, if you were luxury agent, you're gonna come over here, right? Then that's my branding. How am I going to share my presentation? I'm going to share this presentation on a, I guess this is what it's going to give me, a Zoom or whatever. And you need to be able to do that. I forget. Right. So this one will give me more logos of the company. So I want to use this one. Any headers that I'm going to be using on Coldwell Banker, you can change the headers. This is, auto send presentation. So let me go back to the branding. So you finish all this information. You need to create all of this information, right? The footers, my number, whatever I'm gonna be using on the form, and then I'm gonna go to the, I'm just going back. By the way, guys, this is new. This is new, and I need to make sure that buyer, seller, archived, my library. So help and feedback always will go there. Brokerage presentations, I guess those are, because I have managers, so I can do different presentations. So there is ways to do your create a new, and this is for a seller. I might not create a buyer tour, right? So you can create a buyer's tour with this Moxie presentation, continue, then you're gonna put your Coldwell Banker templates, right? 9 pages. I'm gonna be doing continue, and then prepare for, you put the name of your client. Then you put the source of the listings, MLS, and then you do all that information and create a presentation. Okay, so you have to come over here and play with it. It's new to me, so I don't know how to do it. Whenever you see the little pencil, those are things that you can edit, okay? Interesting. Okay, but this Moxie Present is what you need to do presentations online, or you can email them to the person. Same thing, who is your contact, right? Here you can add contacts from your emails or from whatever, and it will import that contact, okay? So I will practice more. I'll have to search what to do on this Moxie Present, okay? So that is comprehensive listing marketing CMA tool. This is to do presentations, okay? So you have tools here to make money. Prospect Square to keep in touch with people. Coldwell Banker University Learning Center to learn more in your trade. Moxie Presentation to do presentations. Zap is your website, okay? So every Coldwell Banker George Realty has a website, right? And so you use it as an agent. I believe those are people that I had a long time ago. So I'm gonna go to my picture. I'm gonna look at my website, and my website looks like the office website, right? And then I'm gonna, everything you see a little pencil, everything you see a little plus can be changed. This is my mobile app for my website. If I wanted to do it, it has www.coldwellbanker.com, app cesaraviles@coldwellbanker.com. It's very long, but if I copy it and I email it to somebody and they click in there, they will be able to see my website on their phone, okay? And so over here, I'm gonna fill in the information, complete this information. The better I do it, the better my website is gonna look. And I'm gonna go view my website. So this is how I prepare it. And then this is my website to the public, right? My website to the public is gonna have searches. It's gonna have properties that I've sold in the past, right? These ones are from the MLS. My experience, I'm gonna put California real estate broker, listing and selling property for top value. My credentials, my community involvement, right? I have some insights about San Gabriel. I have insights about East Los Angeles, right? I have insights about Monterey Park, because these are areas that I've done, right? And I tell people about Alhambra. So in case somebody, I want to send this website to somebody in New York, they'll know that San Gabriel, right? It says birthplace of the Los Angeles region, the city. And I copy these things from the Chamber of Commerce, you know? And so this is my website. Every agent has a website. How much does it cost? Free, no charge. Yes, you have to put your time in there, right? So when somebody call me, I can say, hey, it's in my website, and you can search any property, right? I can put here, I want to search properties in what city? I want to search properties in Alhambra, right? In Alhambra, California. And when they go here, it will give them everything that is on the MLS, okay? El Paseo, and it's gonna start with properties that are there, 1,700,000, all of these properties in Alhambra, right? So I look like a true professional because I got all my stuff together, you know? I got Alhambra. I wanted to check on that house in San Marino Avenue, 796. I wanna see that property. I go to the property, my clients can see it. No matter where they go, if they are in my website, my local real estate agent is on their eye, they're watching, and my number is there. Well, let me ask him a question, right? Or if a seller, look at it, want to know how much is my house worth, get an estimate, right? And then this is information about this house, right? All of that information come from the MLS. I don't have to do that, right? Of course, it says MLS number, and it's listed on March 9 by Treeline Realty. People don't read everything there. If they want to print the property, they'll print the property. And every single agent of Coldwell Banker George Realty has a website, okay? So please, please, please get to use it. Yes, what am I getting from my 6%? All of this. And so use it to your advantage, because if you use it to your advantage, this is gonna give you one transaction. One transaction on the average will give me $10,000. So is it worth it for me to go to my kitchen and start preparing a good recipe? So when the customer comes along, I would have a meal to serve them. They need to practice ahead of time. The problem with us is that we're doing nothing, and all of a sudden, a cousin, a buyer asks us a question, and you go, oh my God, I don't know where to start. And you go back to zero and you blanked out because you forgot what to say. Do you know anybody that wants to buy or sell real estate this summer? That is automatically out of your mouth, okay? So you need to be prepared every day of your real estate business career. Who do you know that wants to buy or sell real estate? How about you? How about you? When do you guys plan on moving? How about you? When do you guys plan on investing on a fourplex? How about you? I've noticed that people that buy real estate, no matter when, 5, 10 years later, they're making money. Are you going to be making money, or are you going to make the landlord money? All of those questions, they have to come out automatically out of your mouth, right? So, and then when they call you, you are prepared with your information. Your website is working, you're soliciting and sending weekly marketing pieces. And if you don't want to send them weekly and you want to create a marketing piece and you want to post it to your website and you post it to your social media and your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, whatever, you're certainly welcome to do so, right? So you can do that anytime, any place, but you have to be ready. So here is where I put all the information about my website. And then when I want to see my website, I take a look at my website right here. I go to my picture and then I go to my website. Okay. Account settings is where I'm going to be putting my information, my email setting, the market, the properties that I service, San Diego, Santa Barbara. If you want to add, you do it, right? But if you notice, it will say company off. That means that Fresno is not an area that Coldwell Banker does it. They control it at Coldwell Banker, but Los Angeles, hey, on 411 zip codes, okay? We assign ourselves a lot of zip codes in these cities. Wherever you see that little green Inland Empire, we work in the Los Angeles area. We work in Orange County, okay? So our company is on. When somebody's looking in that area, chances are that they're gonna see my website, okay? So that is where you go to your SAP, okay? You land it on your desk. That is, Zap is where you go for your coldwellbanker.com website, okay? Now, for those of you that do not have a Coldwell Banker email, it's fine with me. I don't care. It's a lousy company anyway. You can use your Google. You can use anything you want. But here's where you go, brand email. When you go to brand email is another tool. You go to a company called Cord, then you enter, and then you get it's part of Business Advantages, and they give you your Outlook, your email. It's a branded with the Coldwell Banker, and you can certainly use it. They have two plans, one for $4 and the other one for like $11. The $4 is a limited space. The $11 is an unlimited space. And you get Word and Excel, and you get a license for those things. I'm not too familiar with it. I don't care. I just want to let you know that it's here if you want to, right? Now, this one is very interesting. A lot of people want to put advertising in Facebook, advertising in Google. Well, this one called Social Ad Engine is a do-it-yourself Facebook and Instagram advertising, okay, to drive business. Well, Cesar, I don't have a listing. Can I still advertise myself? The answer is yes. You can advertise yourself as a person that is gonna in the real estate business. So you can click over here and you are going to create an advertising for yourself that you are going to be putting in your Facebook and your Instagram, right? And so I am going to, it says automated and targeted social media advertising platform, right? And it will give you all that information. So an overview is going, where am I going? Hello. Give feedback. Okay, there it is. Okay, so number one, please review, accept the term. I accept the terms, otherwise I won't go. So look at this one, view the campaigns. I can do a campaign. It says you have 45 listings that are available, right? So I can take somebody's listing in the office, right? Or I can create a campaign for me, right? And so either I do from a listing and I pick the listing. I want to promote Antonio's listing, Stoneman listing, right? I want to promote one of the La Golondrina, whatever. Okay, every Coldwell Banker Church Realty has permission to do that, right? And promote a listing in Alhambra, on McKerney, on Southgate, whatever I'm gonna promote, right? So you can do that. And they say, no, I'm not gonna be searching no listing from anybody. I don't wanna promote that. So I'm gonna go to the templates, right? And here is guiding you home since 1906 template. That's all. You want to put an ad that says, I'm guiding you home. That is the Coldwell Banker message for this year, right? You want to promote home value. I will do CMAs and you do this and you don't have any listings, right? I am the local market expert. That's one, right? Quotables. Coldwell Banker sells the most homes and whatever happens to be the case. You can promote global, right? You can promote military. If you happen to be in an area of military, you can do that, right? So you do that in women's leadership. You do that. I want to promote that I'm a local market, right? And so you go here, and this is something that I am proud to be a trusted expert in Alhambra real estate. Contact me today to get started. It doesn't say I have listings, right? And then, so what I'm trying to achieve, I'm trying to drive awareness, brand name. I know Alhambra market, right? On the headlines, you put in that. I am proud to be trusted. Do you want to change that? You certainly can change it, okay? And retype it, and choose Coldwell Banker George Realty. That will be the link, and they will view my listings, Coldwell Banker, blah, 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 on a URL, right? So guys, here's the information. How much money do I want to spend, right? I can potentially reach 8,000 people, right? So I am going to do this. I'm going to spend $69, which is the cheapest that I can spend, okay? Of course, there are some problems in my campaign because I haven't filled in the information, right? Sorry, the URL provides for a website that is not secure. So I can change this, right? And I can put, rather than view my listings, that's a bad one anyway. But I'm gonna put Caesar that will be the email. Please adjust your enter another one. Okay, whatever I'm gonna put. So I'm gonna correct this one, right? Or oh, it's a required field. Oh, HTTP. I don't know. Let me see if that one works. Oh, I have to do a HTTPS, whatever, secure. I guess that's what it does. Oh, my goodness, technology, right? So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do recommended Coldwell Banker George Realty 1611 Garfield around this area, right? Is where this advertising is gonna go onto Facebook. I wanna see the guidelines and save and continue, right? And then here I am gonna spend $69, right? But I'm going to reach about 8,200,000 people. That's my potential reach, right? Do I have 69 to spend today? It's not gonna go, right? And it says the promotion campaigns will run for 5 days from the start. And you can say publish later. I don't wanna publish it on Friday. I wanna do it on Monday, right? And I wanna start on March or whatever in the calendar. I'm gonna put the date, right? March 29th. So starting on Monday, and then I'm gonna put here, I don't have a promotion code. I am going to be putting my credit card, my credit card, my MasterCard, whatever happens to be the case. And then I'm gonna pay the $69 and I have social engine. And this is gonna be, have you ever gone to your Facebook that says sponsor? And they selling you shoes or whatever. So this is what people in the Alhambra market are gonna be getting, okay? You spend 69 bucks, 8,200,000 people are bound to see it. if one person out of the 8,200,000, I'm looking for a realtor, let me check the Alhambra market, boom, and then they call me, that is one lead that I got, and it cost me $69 for that number. Maybe somebody's ready to sell, maybe somebody's gonna sell in the spring and the summer, whatever. That's just a budget that I can say, whoa, do I spend this once a month on the first week of the month? That's up to you. Or you can spend more money. Remember, they had a beginning $69, so I can spend more dollars. Okay. So this is the social engine. Okay. And you can promote yourself if you have no listing, and or you can promote a listing if you have a listing. And let me tell you something, a secret. This is a secret. When you are using social ad engine, it's part of the pool of all the Coldwell Banker, all the Century 21, all the Better Homes and Garden, all the companies that are part of the Relogy brand, right? Relogy brand has a contract with Zillow and with Google that owns Facebook, and they are using all of our memberships to do other businesses. They do research, and maybe they put your ad, instead of just put it in Alhambra, they might put your ad in, I don't know, Florida, just to see if there's people in Florida that will look for Alhambra and hit it. They're doing their own beta testing with our advertising. So your $69 may get you in other parts. They don't tell you, but they're using that because it's a big group of agents that are advertising through social ad engine. They keep track of how much, hundreds of thousands of dollars, 82,000 Coldwell Banker agents. Believe me, there are very agents out there that spend the money here on a monthly basis, on a regular basis, and all that money goes there, okay? Now, I know that Marco, out of the names that I saw, commercial agents, Brevitas is a commercial website, Marco, where you can find real estate, commercial property units, you know, in San Gabriel. If you wanted to get properties, Brevitas is a company out there similar to CoStar. It doesn't cost you money, and you can come over here. So if you're a commercial agent, Brevitas is one of the resources, another tool to do market, okay? So there is a lot of information. Sparks, I know that you said, oh, I don't want discounts. This one is it's an insurance. Health insurance, for those of you that says, I don't have health insurance, but Sparks, it's a company that give you benefits. But also there is something very interesting on this company, and they do something for safety. And I'm not sure what it is. It's like an app. And then you can put the addresses where you're gonna be, and in the event that you wanted to show be safe, you can click the, you keep your finger over here when you're showing property. If something were to happen to you, if you were attacked or something, you can hit there, and your phone is gonna send all the messages where you were last seen and all that other stuff. So it's a protection. It costs money. I'm not sure, but they do have this one, free Forewarn. That's what it is. It's an application for real estate agent. And then they have group health, liability, working compensation, business identity, theft protection. I don't know what it costs, but it's just another tool. They like to just put a lot of stuff over here for you guys. Close, it's a smart CRM. If you don't have a client relationship management, you can use this one. By the way, exclusive look. Have you ever, this one is, you said, I wish people tell me when a listing is coming, right? So this is the Coldwell Banker. Okay, so some of these listings are in Tujunga. They're coming soon. They call it sneak peek. This is Coldwell Banker listing properties that are not email, that are not already on the MLS. And you can see them. You can put properties in here that you're gonna be listing or that you want. You can put near Alhambra, wants and needs. I want to buy, and you do this one. Looking for a rental, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, up to $3.5 million. So you can do, I'm looking for, and this is communication between all Coldwell Banker agents across the entire Coldwell Banker ABC, Coldwell Banker George Realty, Coldwell Banker Realty. So all of this information is once and listings. You can post anything you're looking for. I'm looking for Alhambra 4 units, whatever, you put it in there, up to $250,000 per unit, $1 million, whatever, you can put it in here. And if an agent from Coldwell Banker knows it, they can tell you, okay? So those are information that you can have. It's called exclusive look. Only Coldwell Banker agents, all Coldwell Banker agents have access to exclusive look. So that's another tool, right? How much of this cost? 6%, right? All of this costs 6%. Show all, I have a whole bunch of things. If you want to be a charitable and put every house that I sell, I donate money to St. Jude, there it is, okay? If you wanted to find out how, if you are tracking for an award, you can click over here and it will tell you I'm an award tracker. And of course, I come back with the office production, and it gives you how many listings, how many sales, my office designation. So my level right now, based on the money that we have done, we are an International Sterling Society office, okay? So we are an award office. I'm ranking 34. That's our ranking out of 326 companies that are over 100 agents, right? So I'm ranking in the state number 106. I'm ranking in North America 344 out of 2,500, and in all North America I am 505 out of 2,500. So I'm in the top 1/3. So I just need to know that you will have the money that you're making. It will have a track of your production as an agent, okay? So this will be your award tracker, whether you're going to be getting an award in 2021 for your production in 2020, okay? So this is a lot of information that I show you today based on Coldwell Banker. I'm going to stop sharing the screen just to see if everybody's still awake. I know that we lost people and they re-sign up. I do not know if it was internet issues that I was having. Marcos put a little stuff in the chat, so I don't know if Marco left the room, but anyway, it says I like that, and it says I'm in charge. Just ask me. Okay, I don't know what that was a few minutes ago. But any questions? Any questions, Bay? Any questions, Patricia? Any questions, Jessica? I'm here for you.
No questions, thank you.
No
questions, thanks, Caesar.
No questions. Okay. Anybody has any questions? So thank you. So I see in the chat room. Now, as you probably know, Coldwell Banker George Realty is a large office, and we do have resources and benefits and things of that nature that you say, where do I do this? Where do I get that? We usually send it, the managers usually send an email. I send emails about anything. But if you want to know marketing, for example, there is a company, and I have it on my documents. Hold on a second. I am going to see if I have this. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen on this one and just show it to you if you need it. Okay, this one is something that a new agent can use or an experienced agent can use. And I call it the jumpstarting your production on a 90-day production plan, okay? And this one, it says, what am I going to be doing on my first 30 days in the business, right? Or what am I gonna be doing? You know what? I'm sick and tired. I wanna start producing money, right? So here, you need to learn and internalize pre-qualifying, listing presentation, objection handling, 2 hours per day, role-playing with partners. You need to get a role-playing partner and play with them and say, hey, Val, you're gonna be the buyer. I'm gonna be the agent. And then I'm gonna ask you the question, hey, Val, where do you want to move to? And Val is gonna say, I wanna move to Arcadia. And then I'm gonna say, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms? And Val is gonna answer. And then I'm gonna say, why don't we get together at this time, Monday or Tuesday at 4, we get together. Everything's supposed to be positive. So your brain is working on the client is going to tell you yes, right? All the time. So you get used to the yeses. because the clients are going to tell you no. You need to be strong at the yeses. You're going to call for 3 hours. What do you got to lose? You got no business. You got no listings. You got no sales. So spend 3 hours of your day calling your centers of influence. Centers of influence are friends, family, anybody that you have a number, right? And you ask them for referrals and you say, hey, who do you know that wants to buy or sell real estate in the next couple of months? I just got my real estate license, or I've been in the business. Happy summer, happy spring. This is the best time of the year to put a house up for sale. I was calling to see who do you know that might be thinking about selling? How about your sister? How about your brother? Okay, thank you, bye. And then you go to the next call. You get centers of influence file. Start 100 names of people. Put their name, put their phone number, put the email, right? Preview properties. We cannot go out there and look at properties because of the coronavirus stuff. Go take a look at 6 homes per day. Okay, get on your MLS, take a look at them and watch every single photo of that listing. It doesn't matter, become an expert. You know, in Alhambra, every house for sale in Alhambra, I want to go to the MLS and I'm going to see every single property. It doesn't matter if I have a buyer or not, but I'm going to see that 1611 Garfield, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. They're asking $799. Oh, the house looks ugly. And I'm going to look at all the pictures, okay? Preview property and say, oh, on Garfield, $600, $600,000, right? Then you go to San Gabriel and you looked at every house in San Gabriel, the areas, and learn all the cities, right? So you got to preview property, look at property. Then it says create a simple 90-day schedule that would include 2 hours of script practice, 3 hours of prospecting, 2 hours of previewing property, 1 hour returning calls and lead follow-up, right? And then at the end of the day, you go on one appointment. If you don't have an appointment, make another phone call. Call expired listing for sale by owners. Where do I get expired listing? In the MLS. Where do I get for sale by owners? In the newspaper. You get them in Craigslist. You say for sale by owners and you do it. The second 30 days, you go out and you're going to be doing this, right? 4 hours prospecting. I don't have any clients. I'm going to be practicing for sale by owners. I'm going to my expired listing, and you're going to be doing this. And at the end, what did I do well? Did I do this right? Did I learn? Did I didn't learn? What do I need to improve? Do I need to be practicing my script so I know what to say? Or do I need to go and preview more properties so I become an expert at properties, right? Then 90 days, the next 30 days, this is what you should be doing. I am almost guaranteeing that if you follow this verbatim, which many people will not be able to, you will get business at the end of the 90 days. You are bound to get business if you're talking to people for the next 2 hours. People, just anybody, you talk to them, okay? Let me close that one. Jim, so nice to, I know that you put privately, you know, so nice to see you here. It says, where do I find branded document? Can you email that to me? You know, for you, brother, I will get it immediately, okay? I am going to copy your email and I'm gonna send you which branded document are you talking about? The script practice, the 90-day jumpstart? Whatever it is, I will send it to you. Anybody else has any question? Anything that you're having trouble with that you want to learn? I do not know how to get into the MLS. I forgot how to search for bedrooms and baths. Believe me, I am rusted when it comes to that. You could always go to CRMLS and you could always call. No problem, Jim. I'll send you both. I'll send you the scripts and I'll send you the 90-day practice. That's a deal. I could send it to anybody. If you send me an email, caviles@coldwellbanker.com, I will send it to you.
Thank you, sir.
Long time, my friend. What else do I need to show you? That social ad engine, if you have a budget and you wanted to do it, you know, do it in April, do it in June, you know, and see how it goes. And you need to test. Any business person need to test what are you good at. I don't like to work with buyers. I don't like to work with buyers. I do not work with buyers. That was Caesar's. When Caesar was a real estate agent, I would work with listings all the time. My listing to buyers ratio, 90% listings, 1% buyers. Okay. The year that I did the most business in my entire career was 27 closed transactions. And that was 3 buyers. Okay. And so I always, when I did 17 closings, when I did 20 closings, I was always working with sellers. And it is because on Friday morning, I would go door knocking every Friday. I was so disciplined. I had no income other than real estate sales income. You know, I came to this country with $500 in my pocket, and I would work and walk and knock on every door. In Rosemead, I had a mini farm of 175 homes. And in 1 year, I listed 7 homes in that neighborhood. It was so crazy because I used to go every single Friday, no matter if I asked the same question. You know, are you planning on selling your home? No, I'll go to the next door. Hi, good morning. Are you planning on selling your home? I would hit them and they already knew that I was going there. But guess what happened? In that area, no other real estate agent will send any mail because I had a lady that will used to pick up all the any letters, any postcards, any door hangers from real estate agents. And at the beginning, when I started the farm area, there was like 5 agents sending stuff there. When I quit the real estate business as a salesman, there was nobody sending because I dominated that little area. In Alhambra, anything between New Avenue and Fremont, between the Freeway 10 and Valley Boulevard, I walk every single street. I know those numbers like the palm of my hand. That's what you got to do. Unless you have rich cousins, rich uncles that will be feeding you business, you have to be the person looking for the business. Okay. I don't know other way to teach you, to tell you, but you got to be the ones picking up the phone, calling. Make it a point of taking my challenge of doing the alphabet prospecting in the month of April. We're going to call A. We're going to call B's. We're going to call C, D. Oh, what happens, Caesar, if I skip a day? Forget that letter and do the F on the day that the F is supposed to be done. Trust me, you need to finish all the letters. At the end of April, you should have business from everybody. Of course, if you forget one letter, then in May, you can do the letter that you forgot, okay? But it is one way that I learned. How do I look for and calling everybody that I know? Call your phone. There is on a cell, everybody has a cell phone, right? So you go and you say contacts, and then everybody, and you go next, 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 next. Well, they don't own a home. They live in an apartment. Well, how do you know that they don't want to buy a house unless you ask them? And you say, hi, I'm with Coldwell Bank and George Realty, and today I'm calling the people with the last name C. Your last name is Chow. Therefore, are you planning on buying this year? Oh, no, I'm afraid coronavirus. Or, oh, no, I have no good credit. Oh, good for you. Boom. If you don't want to be customer, delete them. That's all you have to do with those customers, right? If they are not going to be doing business with you, delete them, okay? And see how many contacts do you have. I don't know. Maybe that's too challenging. Maybe I'm saying things that I am not willing to do myself. But that should be the way that we run our business, right? I don't have more unless you guys ask me. That's all I prepare. I wanted to be on the My CB desk. If you do not have a username and password for My CB desk, which I understand that if you don't use it for a certain amount of time, if you don't sign up to it, then they reset you because they think that you're not doing business. So you need to call the help desk. If you are not using the zip form broker version, okay, get on the wagon, ask your manager, email me. I'd be delighted to help you. Anybody that comes to these classes, I would help you one-on-one. If you want to get on a Zoom meeting with me one-on-one, I'd be delighted to do that too. Send me an email. Emails is the best way to communicate with me. I read almost 200 to 300 emails a day, and I take care of them, as I see them. And if I do not know how to take care of them, then it will stay as an email, and then I'll review them, and then I'll take care of you. Otherwise, I'll forget because I'm getting older and my brain is not working as well. Okay. I get no more questions. I'm gonna let you go early because I have no more material to talk. I needed you to talk. So Vivian, Sylvia, Vay, Doug, Ali, iPhone. I know that is iPad. I know that's Val and Jim. It was so nice that you came into the class, and Patricia and Joseph. I appreciate every single person that comes to the class. If you want to learn more, I don't hold anything. Whatever I know in my brain, I would give it to you. If it has to do with real estate or anything else, I don't want to keep it. If I don't know the answer, I'll go find it for you. I want you guys to be as successful as you wanted to be, but it is up to you. You will be as successful as you want it to be. You put in the time in real estate, you will succeed. All righty? Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend, okay? Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye-bye.